For over a decade, Sam Heughan has been at the center of global attention. As Jamie Fraser in Outlander, he embodies the perfect romantic hero, loyal, devoted, and passionately in love with Claire, the character played by Caitríona Balfe. On-screen, he has given fans one of the most enduring portrayals of true love in modern television. Yet off-screen, a very different narrative has played out. Sam Heughan, now in his early 40s, remains single and unmarried. This contrast between his character's sweeping love story and his real-life bachelorhood has fueled endless curiosity, speculation, and gossip. Year after year, interviews, fan events, and tabloid headlines circle back to the same question: why is Sam Heughan still not married? The fascination with Sam's love life is hardly new. Since the early seasons of Outlander, fans have linked him romantically to Caitríona Balfe, his on-screen partner whose chemistry with him seems too powerful to be confined to fiction. Despite their repeated insistence that they are simply close friends, rumors of a secret romance never seem to die down. Beyond Caitríona, paparazzi photos and gossip columns have tied Sam to a string of women over the years: glamorous models spotted at industry parties, mystery companions caught walking beside him in London or New York, even a reality television star rumored to have shared a fling. Each time, headlines flared up, fans debated fiercely online, and then, silence. Sam himself never confirmed, never denied, never gave the gossip oxygen. And so, while whispers of his dating life have come and gone, the larger question has lingered. Why, unlike so many of his Hollywood peers, has he never taken the step toward marriage? Part of the intrigue lies in the stark difference between Sam's public persona and his on-screen roles. Jamie Fraser is the epitome of commitment, a man who literally crosses time and space for love. Sam, by contrast, has carefully kept his private life shielded from the world. This gap between fiction and reality frustrates some fans, fascinates others, and keeps the media hooked. To many, it feels almost like a contradiction. How could the man who so convincingly portrays devotion and romance on screen remain unattached in real life? For years, Sam has deflected the question with humor or vague answers. In interviews, he has occasionally hinted at the difficulties of dating while balancing an international career. He has spoken of being busy, of traveling constantly, of his work consuming most of his time. Yet those responses never quite satisfied fans' curiosity. Behind the speculation lies a truth many overlook: fame comes with a cost. Sam's rise to stardom has been meteoric since Outlander premiered in 2014. With it came global tours, press commitments, long months of filming in Scotland, and new ventures like his whiskey brand and fitness projects. Dating in the midst of such a schedule is no easy feat. Any relationship would be subject to scrutiny, every public outing dissected, every companion photographed and identified within hours. Even close friendships have been spun into romances by tabloids desperate for headlines. For Sam, who values privacy, the pressure to navigate intimacy under a microscope may be one of the most daunting aspects of his stardom. To marry, to settle down, it would mean exposing that part of himself to the same scrutiny he has spent years avoiding. The fascination with Sam's bachelorhood also reveals something about his fanbase. For many, his image as Jamie Fraser has merged with their perception of him as a man. They project the qualities of Jamie, loyalty, passion, devotion, onto Sam, expecting him to mirror the character in real life. That expectation has made the absence of a wife or long-term partner even more confounding. Online, fans confess to being shocked or disappointed that he hasn't found his own Claire. Others defend him fiercely, arguing that his personal life should remain private. But no matter the stance, the curiosity never fades. And then, recently, Sam finally spoke in a way that hinted at something deeper. In a rare candid moment, he offered what many interpreted as the real reason behind his bachelorhood, a revelation that surprised even longtime fans. It wasn't just about being busy. It wasn't just about traveling. His words suggested that there was something more, something personal, something that explained why, despite the rumors and the speculation, he has never walked down the aisle. What exactly did he say? And why did it shock fans who thought they'd heard every explanation before? When Sam Heughan finally broke his silence, fans expected the usual vague deflections, comments about being too busy, or jokes about being married to his career. Instead, what they got was something far more personal, raw, and surprising. In a recent interview, Sam revealed the real reason he is still not married, and it wasn't what anyone had anticipated. Sam admitted that his life in the spotlight has created enormous challenges for building and maintaining a lasting relationship. It's not that I don't want it, he explained carefully. Of course I want love, I want companionship. But my life doesn't always allow for it. I'm traveling constantly, filming in one place, then another. It's hard to be present when you're always moving. He went further, opening up about the toll of fame itself. There's this expectation that because of Jamie Fraser, I should be living this perfect romantic life. But real life isn't like that. And honestly, it makes dating incredibly difficult. Anyone close to me is suddenly thrust into the public eye, and that's not fair to them. It was an unusually vulnerable admission from a man known for guarding his private world. Fans were stunned. For years, the narrative around Sam's bachelorhood had been built on speculation. Was he secretly in a relationship? Was he too focused on his career? Was he avoiding commitment? Now, Sam had answered in his own words. The truth was far more complex. Sam's confession struck at something deeper than celebrity gossip. It wasn't just about him not being married. It was about the hidden cost of fame, the sacrifices required to maintain both a career and a personal life under constant scrutiny. When you meet someone, he continued, you want to build a foundation in private. But with me, that's almost impossible. Before you know it, there are cameras, stories, speculation. And suddenly it's not just between two people anymore, it's the whole world weighing in. In a single statement, Sam had revealed the reality behind the curtain. The difficulty of building intimacy when every glance, every photo, every outing becomes public property. The reaction online was immediate and divided. Some fans were deeply moved. I never thought about how hard it must be for him, one wrote. We've been demanding answers for years, and all along it was because he was protecting people he cared about. Another added, now I respect him even more. He doesn't want to drag someone into this crazy spotlight. That's real love, in a way. Others, however, expressed shock and even sadness. I guess this means he may never get married, one fan lamented. He's given so much to us as Jamie, but it sounds like Sam might be sacrificing his own happiness. Of course, there were those who still clung to old rumors, suggesting that his words were a clever way to dodge confirming relationships. But the majority seemed to accept that his confession was genuine and profoundly human. The press pounced on Sam's remarks, publishing articles with dramatic headlines. Sam Heughan reveals heartbreaking reason he's still single. The hidden cost of stardom. Why Sam Heughan hasn't married. Outlander star speaks out on fame, love, and loneliness. Commentators noted the power of his words. By admitting vulnerability, Sam had reshaped the narrative from tabloid gossip into something more serious, a reflection on the pressures of celebrity and the difficulty of living authentically under a microscope. Some journalists praised his honesty, calling it a rare moment of candor in an industry built on polished facades. Others speculated whether his admission was also a way of preparing fans for a future announcement, perhaps that when marriage does come, it will happen entirely out of the public eye. Beyond the immediate shock, Sam's confession raised broader questions about the expectations placed on celebrities. Why do fans feel entitled to know about their private lives? Why is marriage seen as a milestone that must be reached, even for someone whose life is anything but ordinary? Sam's words highlighted the tension between public fantasy and private reality. Fans want him to live out Jamie Fraser's love story, but Sam is living his own, one complicated by fame, distance, and the desire to protect those closest to him. So, what happens now? Will Sam eventually find someone willing to brave the spotlight with him? Will he surprise everyone one day with a quiet wedding, revealed only after the fact? Or will he continue to guard his heart, choosing solitude over the chaos of public scrutiny? No one knows, perhaps not even Sam himself. But what his confession made clear is that the question isn't simply why he isn't married. It's what marriage would mean in a life where privacy is nearly impossible. For fans, the revelation was shocking, sobering, and deeply human. And while it may not have been the fairy tale answer they hoped for, it was the truth, straight from Sam Heughan himself.